While we're waiting for Toastmaster Salif to come on camera and on mic, we will ask Falak to please introduce himself. Falak, Toastmaster Falak, are you Toastmaster?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Falak, and I just passed out high school. So yes, I've just become a Toastmaster, basically. And I live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I was invited to this meeting by DTM Munir Burhan. So I'd love to see what a new experience is going to be for me.
Thank you, Falak, for joining us. We would love to see your face if you would come on camera just for a little while.
Yes, 1 second.
Okay. Till we wait for Falak to join us on video. Yes, there is Falak coming on video. Thank you for joining us, Falak. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Now, we would like to take a short introduction from Toastmaster Abu Bakr, please. Toastmaster Abu Bakr.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so what do you need to know? I missed the question.
Yeah, we wanted your introduction.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm the Vice President Education of Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club. I met Toastmaster Krish. He's a very wonderful fellow. And we've been talking and we are collaborating with you guys to run a joint meeting. I'm very happy to be here and I look forward to an amazing meeting today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abu Bakr. We all in VirtuoMasters Club will agree with you that Krish is a really wonderful fellow. Thank you for joining us today. We have also another Toastmaster joining us, DTM Munir. DTM Munir, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for agreeing to evaluate one of our beautiful speakers. We have Kirti Bajoria. Kirti Bajoria, Toastmaster Kirti Bajoria, can you please introduce yourself? Okay, we will wait for Kirti Bajoria. Maybe she'll come on video and camera later on. So let me continue with the session today. Friends, you know something? I came across someone's WhatsApp status today, which I found very interesting. I want to share that with you all. It read, being a good person is very difficult. It's like being a goalkeeper. No matter how many goals you save, people remember only the goals you have missed. Right? How many of you agree with that? So sad. It's really true. People really, remember those. That's a sad part of life. But my message to all of you today is to keep on doing good anyway. Let people not remember. But you, me, let us continue to be good people, whether we are remembered or not. And along with us, let us also try on our part to remember all those people in our life who has made a difference. Let it be a big difference, a small difference, but let us remember them. They are who we are. They have made us, right? Now, without further ado, let me get on to the meeting by going to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. It is someone who is very attached to every member of this club and considers VirtuoMasters Club to be her extended family. With a big round of applause, let's invite onto the virtual podium the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Panarashmi Ray. Thank you so much, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. As introduced, I am the Toastmaster of the day, and my role is to introduce the main role players today. At the same time, I'll keep the meeting flow going on a central theme. And my theme today is Puja Travels. For those from outside India, we just had some festivals like the Durga Puja, where we celebrate Mother Goddess. And we have a Diwali, that is the festival of lights coming up. So we have a little vacation around this time. So most of us take this time to travel a bit during these festival times. This puja, I traveled to a city called Benares, or Varanasi as it was called. And also I went to Lucknow. And I would like to share a few snippets of my trip. Both these cities are one of the oldest cities in the world and has a lot of historical significance. We set off on a trip on the 8th of October by train to Varanasi. There were 6 of us in the group, my husband, his 2 cousins and their wives, and I love train journeys, and while traveling, I felt that any journey is like a Toastmaster session. A Toastmaster session has 3 segments, right? It's the same with any trip. The planning of the trip is like the planning of a prepared speech section where we research and read up and we book our tickets. In speeches, we read our manuals, write our scripts, and we book our slots. Then there is the second segment of our Toastmaster session, which is the impromptu speaking session. In the same way, in a trip, there are unexpected surprises, right? The third segment of a Toastmaster session is an evaluation segment, which is like when we come back from a trip and we think of all that had gone right and all those things that could have gone better. In a trip, it is we ourselves who does the evaluation. But in a Toastmaster session, we have a general evaluator who will help to give us a clearer picture. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Amrish Bhuwania, who went with his family and friends to a place called Digha and Mandarmani. He says that it was really nice because it was raining, and that made everything more beautiful. The group went on sea rides in Mandarmani and they enjoyed a lot. Let me share a pic from his puja travels for all of you to enjoy. 1 minute. Are you all able to see? Yes? Can I have a thumbs up from someone who can see? Yes. There is Toastmaster Amrish at the back with his hands, with his fingers up like that, showing how much he's enjoying. And that's the sea at the back. Toastmaster Amrish, thank you for sharing this pic of your puja travels. And now I would like to invite you onto the stage, the general evaluator, who is also the VPE of VirtuoMasters Club. Toastmaster Amrish Bhuwania, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you, Panna ma'am, and very good evening to all of you. I am the general evaluator for the today's meeting, and I will evaluate the proceedings of the meeting since beginning till we close the meeting. For that, we have few role players who will help me in this big task. For that, I would like to call timer Ajitesh Chaudhary to introduce his role.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everybody, my fellow Toastmasters and our guests. So today, we have a very great topic, the Durga Puja, and the fond memories of my Durga Puja is like you really don't have to keep a tab on the time and you can roam around a whole night, right? But unfortunately, we can't do that in a Toastmaster meeting. So we have to keep a tab on our time. And there is where I come in to help you all. So my role as a timer today is to time your speeches, which includes the prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluations. the prepared speeches usually are 5 to 7 minutes. However, today I believe we don't have a prepared speech. We have a second category of speech, which will be timed between 10 to 12 minutes. I will be flashing a green card at the minimum time at 10 minutes, at the mean time at 11 minutes, and at the max time at 12 minutes. We do have table topic section as well, and the evaluation sections. Evaluation section is between 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll be flashing cards at 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds, and 3 minutes. For table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll be flashing cards at 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, and 2 minutes. Every speaker gets a grace period at the lower and the upper limit. But for table topics, you get a grace period only at the upper limit. That means you have to minimum speak for 1 minute. I'll quickly share my screen to show you how the cards will be shown. So can somebody give me the screen sharing access? Thank you. So here are the cards. I'll be flashing this gray card throughout. So I'll be in the spotlight, and the green card at the minimum time, the yellow card at the mean time, and the red card at the max time. And then you get a 30 minutes of grace. So that was all. And over to you, General Evaluator. Sir, I'll present my meeting at the end when you ask me to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajit, for such a wonderful introduction. I would like to add one thing. There is one more speaker, that is Toastmaster Salif, and the time limit for his speech is 3 to 4 minutes. I'm not wrong. And the minimum time is 3, mean time is 3 minutes 30 seconds, and the maximum time is 4. And there will be 30 second grace on the at the both the ends. Now I would like to call our counter, Toastmaster Rima, to introduce her roles. Thank you.
Thank you, Surgeon Evaluator. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I'm going to play the role of our counter. And the purpose of my role is to note down the crutch words and filler sounds that will be used by the speaker. Crutch words such as and, but, so, like, you know, and filler sounds such as I also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase that is not needed and of long and short pauses. I'll present my report at the end of the meeting when I'll be called upon by the Sir General Evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Sir General Evaluator.
Thank you, Rima, for describing your roles. It is like there should not be any disturbance in puja vacations. Now I would like to call our third role player, Toastmaster Kshitij Shrestha, as grammarian.
Very good evening, one and all. I am Toastmaster Kshitij, the grammarian for this meeting, and my role is to keep a note on some good and some not so good uses of English language. And also it is my divine duty to introduce you all to and embellish the meeting with a word of the day, which you all might have guessed is embellish. It is a verb, and the meaning of this word is to make something more beautiful by adding something to it, something like a decorative piece or ornament. An example in a sentence would be, embellish your flaws, they will turn into your assets. I would request the speakers and the users of the virtual podium to use the word of the day as many times as possible, and they will be rewarded with a virtual applause. And I will be presenting my report at the end of the session when asked to do so. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Kshitij, for such a wonderful explanation of your role. And we have table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Dr. Rupesh Singh. I ask him to please explain his role. Thank you.
Hi, very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and would-be Toastmaster in virtual forum. Today, I am the table topics evaluator, and I'll evaluate this table topic in 4 steps, or 4 ways, I'll say. My first agenda will be, is the table topic speaker answer the question or he is within the topic given? Second, is the table topic speaker waffling a lot at the start? Third, is the table topic speaker getting distracted or getting nervous? Fourth, last not least, very important, is the table topic speaker able to bring a good story with a effective structure? This is the 4 criteria. Based on that, all table topic speakers get evaluated. I'll come at the last again once the call upon and share my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rupesh, for giving insight about the evaluation process of table topics. Even the speaker will get the benefit that how they will speak in a table topic. And now I would like to hand over my this virtual podium to Toastmaster of the day, DTM Panna Rasmide. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Amrish, for introducing your team. And now we are all very clear on what basis we'll get a feedback on. Thank you so much. Now let me share with you all a bit about Varanasi. It is an old town on the Ganges. You know what happened? We booked a hotel on the Ganges as we wanted the view. We wanted to just get up in the morning, see the sunrise over the Ganges. We were told that the cars won't go up to the hotel steps, but the hotel people will come to the car and carry it for us. So we thought, okay, 10 minutes walk to the hotel. That's okay, it's worth the view. But what we did not realize is 10 minutes, they will help us to take the luggage to the hotel. That is okay. But every time we needed to go out, we would have to take that 10 minutes walk through the winding gullies, that is narrow lanes, to go out to the main route, to catch a transport, to get into a car, and also 10 minutes going back every time we went out. And that took its toll. And those type of, it's this old heritage type of hotels, where those steep steps, they don't have lifts, they have big, huge stone steps. And we could make out how unfit we had become because of COVID. That aside, we really had a very good trip, and I would like to share a few pics of my trip for all of you. Let me share screen. Are you able to see? Are you all able to see?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet, Panna.
I can see it. Stop share it, say. Yes?
We can see Amrish.
We can see
Yeah.
Amrish's
Amrish,
picture.
yes. So it should go to the next one, which will show. Did it go? Yeah.
Yes.
See, this is
Yeah.
from the hotel room.
Wow.
Okay. Can you see? This is the Aarti. That is the, they do on the Ganges. That is the night Aarti. And this is, we went to Sarnath also from there, from Varanasi, where Lord Buddha went in search of his disciple and he gave his first sermon. That is one of the stupas built. And the picture on the right, for me, right, is where Buddha is sitting with his first 5 disciples. Okay, stop share now. So that was Varanasi. There are lots and lots of pictures that I have taken, but I cannot share everything with you all now. It is very difficult. One day we'll sit and share all photographs of all our trips. Now let me get back to the session. We'll start our first prepared speech section, okay? First segment. For that, I would like to introduce the evaluator of our speaker, who is Distinguished Toastmaster Munir Burhan. Distinguished Toastmaster Munir is from Bangalore and has served as web manager for District 79 for 2 years. He has participated in all 4 categories of contests in the division level. Distinguished Toastmaster Munir has recently visited Makkah, a place where every Muslim perform pilgrimage. Millions of people at a time go there, but as he went during Corona, as per protocol, few handful with rules participated with prior appointment. He said for him it was a wonderful experience, and he has shared a picture for all of us. Let's see that. Can you all see? Yes? If you can see over here in this picture, which DJ Munir has shared, there is social distance between each prayer. It's so very well done. And everyone is at one with God. So beautiful, this pictures. Thank you for sharing this photograph with us, DTM Munir. Now it is the virtual podium is yours to share the evaluation criteria. DTM Munir, over to you.
Thank you, DTM Panna, for that wonderful introduction. Today, Toastmaster Seema Ramesh is completing her one single pathway. So the purpose of this project is for a member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of the entire path. And I will also be looking at how the growth has been and what are the challenges and so on. The entire thing, right from the start journey of the Toastmasters to the pathway of level 1 until level 5, how she is going to reflect, that is what I'm going to evaluate. Timer, please note that the timing criteria is 10 to 12 minutes. Back to you, DTM Panna.
Thank you so much, DTM Munir, for telling us the evaluation criteria. And now it is time to introduce our first speaker, Toastmaster Seema Ramesh, who said that this puja, she had the rare opportunity to spend time with her daughter in London. Just the two of them, and it was worth it. Here is a picture she shared with her daughter on the Westminster Bridge in London. This is Toastmaster Seema with a beautiful daughter. She is so lovely. Thank you for sharing this wonderful picture with us, Toastmaster Seema. It is lovely to see family members of our family members. Now, I would like to say that Toastmaster Seema is going to give a speech which is going to reflect on a path, innovative planning, with a speech titled, A Path of Surprises, which is mentored by distinguished Toastmaster Rohan Nag. With a virtual round of applause, let's invite onto the virtual podium Toastmaster Seema Ramesh for her speech, A Path of Surprises. Over to you, Seema. I could not be heard. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Surprise, surprise. Who is this lady that you see on your little screens? Adorable wife and mother? Fantastic business partner? Or, wait for this, trembling Toastmaster? Talented Toastmaster, tactical Toastmaster, or tactful Toastmaster? A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters. I have been, and I still am, all of this rolled into one. It's a known fact that all of us traverse through our various paths in our life with a lot of expectations and encountering several surprises. And most of the times, we come out of it dealing it very well. Likewise, as a Toastmaster, I too have progressed through my first path, innovative planning. And believe me, I have surprised myself in more ways than one. In the scorching Indian summer of the year 2018, Pathways was introduced in India in the month of May. And at that time, I was the Vice President Education of my first club, City of Joy Toastmasters Club. At that point, the legacy program or the competent communication program was in itself a challenging program with 10 speech modules. And we found it pretty disturbing too at that time to complete our projects. I was pretty slow and inconsistent in delivering my projects, but I immersed myself into various leadership roles. However, when we heard about Pathways, I made it a point to complete my projects one after the other. and in order to set an example for my fellow Toastmasters to enroll themselves in Pathways. I also continued to be the Vice President Education for the second term. Only an insane Toastmaster does this, by the way. I became the Vice President Education for the second time around in order to make the transition into the Pathways program smooth. Did I just say smooth? It was far from it. It was the toughest challenge to try and convince my fellow members to embrace the Pathways program as the future of communication and to make ourselves embellished Toastmasters and better communicators. We did not have another choice because the legacy program was going to become defunct. You won't believe this, fellow Toastmasters. During the next renewals, we lost quite a few members who did not want to take up the Pathways program. And let me get you all into a secret. If I was not connected with the executive committee of that club, I too would have bid goodbye to Toastmasters. The Pathways program was predominantly very, very demanding for me personally because it was an online program and I was a certified technical Dumbo. It took me hours and hours of learning and reading to figure out what it was all about before I could even advise my club members. I delivered my first icebreaker speech of Pathways, but I could do all of this only with the support of my then Pathways ambassadors, distinguished Toastmaster Shaurya Roy and Ayan Pal, and of course, my club mentors, Toastmasters Gaurav Agarwal, Vinita Dayani, and Aditi Jawar. As I was saying about my first speech in Pathways, the icebreaker, I delivered it sometime in the middle of 2019. But it was only towards the end of that year that I was able to complete the first level. It took me 6 months to complete 4 speeches. I was slow. I was really, really slow. And the main reason I blamed was the leadership responsibilities that were on my head. Where did I have time to write and deliver speeches? I also made the excuses that there were some projects which was pretty boring. I must say this, especially like the ones in level 2. Why on earth should I understand my leadership quality? I am a leader, people better follow me. Or why should I understand my audience before delivering a speech? I am the speaker, they better listen to me, right? I was so wrong. So it was sometime in early 2020 when I decided that I need to take things seriously and take the help and support of a competent mentor. I bonded immediately with my then area director, distinguished Toastmaster Rohan Nag. I was also pleasantly surprised at the way I was able to respect him, even though I was a generation older than him. My mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Rohan Nag, is probably the best thing that has happened in Toastmasters fraternity for me, because he was not only a guide in my speeches and the various projects and the electives, he was a mentor in the true sense of the word. Gradually, I began to understand and use the leadership values in me to make my personal business, my business at home, grow. I was able to understand why the audience is very important. I have to understand them before I deliver a speech. Now, distinguished Toastmaster Rohan Nag was the person who literally nudged me and pushed me to embrace higher leadership echelons in Toastmasters. Now, I am a homemaker, so most of this just didn't cross my mind. And I was trying to figure out, how can I be a leader? I mean, after all, I'm a leader here in the kitchen. What can I do at Toastmasters? However, ladies and gentlemen, I surprised myself. I surprised myself by nominating myself for the position of area director in the last Toastmaster year. Now, the year 2020 is not exactly a year of remembrance for humanity, but For me personally, it was a year full of surprises and more surprises, especially connected with Toastmasters. On July 1st, 2020, my status as a Toastmaster altered to being the charter president of VirtuoMasters Club, which is the very first virtual Toastmasters Club in District 41. It was at the same time also that I chose to accept the position of area director of area Q3 of Division Q. And on a personal front, it was the time that I decided to shift my home base to Dubai from Kolkata. Now, all of these surprises just blew me out of my mind, out of my wits. I didn't know how I was going to manage all of this, but I was able to satisfy my roles as area director and the president of VirtuoMasters Club simultaneously, only because of the virtual platform that Toastmasters embraced like the rest of the world, courtesy COVID-19. VirtuoMasters Club gave me a purpose, a sole purpose, because I was able to interact with the likes of Toastmasters Krishnesh Nayak, Shilpa Agarwal, Shalu Gupta, Toastmasters Sheetal Kumar, and Anurag Jain. But it was DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Panna Rashmi Ray, our charming president, whom I immediately bonded spontaneously. And because of this meeting of minds, she and I were able to charter a gavel club, the very first in Kolkata. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as an area director, I failed to open up a Toastmasters club, but doing the virtual gavel club really, really surprised me out of my imagination. Moving on, being an area director also made me grow up and up in my levels. I started completing levels 1, levels 2, then 3 and 4 came, which was really challenging because I had to present a proposal. I had to manage online meetings. Now, how would I do all of this? Of course, my mentor. But the best project, I think, which I really, really enjoyed in my path was that of the mentoring. It gave me the opportunity to pay tribute to various Toastmasters who helped me through this path of innovative planning. To mention a few, distinguished Toastmasters, Rudradev Roy Chowdhury, Arnab Nag, Jennifer Helen Ghosh, Ayan Pal, not to mention only a few. But what I really found challenging was the level 5 project of the high performance leadership. Now, this project really surprised me out of my mind because I had to deal with a team, organize a team, and I was answerable to a guidance committee. Me and team, what was I doing? But it was with great pride that I was able to be the conference chair of the Toastmaster Leadership Institute, or TLI. And I did a magnificent job by surprising myself with the patience, the perseverance, and the attitude that I wanted to achieve something. Now, you all might be wondering why all this drama about achieving. Everybody does this nowadays, right? But ladies and gentlemen, in the past 27 years, I have been basking in the glory of being someone's wife, someone's mother, someone's daughter-in-law. But as a Toastmaster, it was a revelation. My speeches were my own that I delivered. My leadership decisions were my own. My mentoring capabilities, my very own. So friends, future Toastmasters especially, please challenge yourself. Tread the path that is unknown. You might be surprised, but treading the unknown will eventually make you known one day. Don't you agree with me? Over to you, DTM Panna.
I would request everyone to please unmute and give our speaker a big round of applause as she has completed her part. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Now we will have 1 minute of silence, and there will be a link shared in the chat box where we can give our evaluation feedback. Each one of us can fill it up and send. Okay. I think a link will be shared soon in the chat box. Yes, that's the link. I would request all of you to please fill up, open the link, fill up the form. It's a wonderful speech. Toastmaster Jitesh, please let me know when 1 minute is over.
We are done with the minute.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jitesh. Now we have another speech whose evaluator is Toastmaster Abubakar Gimba. Toastmaster Abubakar is a project manager who is proficient in innovative planning. Since joining Toastmasters in 2018, he has served in multiple roles across the club, area, and division. He loves to read, eat, and sleep. Who doesn't like to do that, Toastmaster Abubakar? That is very sweet. And when I asked him to share a picture of his recent travel, he shared this pic of when he traveled to Abuja in Nigeria. Let me quickly share with you all the photograph he has shared. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is Toastmaster Abubakar when he went to Nigeria. Thank you for sharing this photograph with us, Toastmaster Abubakar. Now the virtual podium is yours to share with all of us the speech criteria for today's speaker, the next speaker. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Panna. Toastmaster Salif Mohammed, good evening to you. You will be speaking from the Pathway Innovative Planning, Level 3, Project 1, Deliver Social Speeches, and this is the second speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of club members. Now, I'm aware you've given the first speech, and I look forward to you embellishing this speech with the feedback we got from the other one. Remember, you have 3 to 4 minutes. That's my start today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abubakar. I would request you next time when you're coming to give your evaluation to speak up a little louder because your voice was a little low, at least for me. Okay? So a big round of applause for Toastmaster Abubakar for the speech criteria. And now it is time to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Salif Mohammed, who is a public speaker and influence coach. He helps people find their voices so that they can give their clients and target audiences phenomenal experiences. He is the immediate past president of Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club and is the current director of Area 16, Division F, District 9. Today, he's going to share with us a Level 3 elective, delivers social speeches from his path, Innovative Planning. And his mentor is Toastmaster Femi Edleo. Let's welcome on the virtual podium Toastmaster Salif Mohammed with a speech titled Toastmaster of the Year Award. Toastmaster of the Year Award, Toastmaster Salif Mohammed. The virtual podium is yours.
Thank you very kindly, the Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Salif Mohammed, and it's my honor as the immediate past president of Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club to present the Toastmaster of the Year Award for the 2020-21 Toastmasters Year. The Toastmaster of the Year Award is an annual award given to the most outstanding Toastmaster in the Toastmasters year under consideration. For those who are Lighthouse Prestige members, you already know, but for our guests and other great members of Toastmasters Club, Lighthouse Prestige ended last year, 2020-2021, Toastmasters year, on a successful note. Amongst other embellished achievements for that year, we met all the DCP goals, thereby earning the enviable President Distinguished status. I commend the ESCOs and the entire members of the club for their tireless, embellished efforts at bringing their A game and teamwork to make this success a reality. It is on this premise that I present the Toastmaster of the Year Award to the most outstanding Toastmaster who has displayed exemplary leadership skills and exceptional dedication to passion to push the limits and get outstanding results. It's been said of this year's recipient that she shoots her shots and always hit target in her first try. She joined the Toastmasters Club in the year 2020-2021 Toastmasters year, 2020-2021 Toastmasters year. That same year, she enrolled for dual membership of 2 clubs, including our prestigious Lighthouse Prestige. That same year, she started 2 pathways program, completed all the projects for one of them, and finished level 3 for the second. That same year, she won the Triple Crown Award from Toastmasters International 2 times. That same year, she enrolled for the Toastmasters 2020 International Speech Contest. She won 1st place at club level, won 1st place at area level, and won 1st place at division level in her first try. She is, ladies and gentlemen, the current Division F speech contest champion. That same year, she launched a membership campaign that saw Lighthouse Prestige increasing their membership base well above the target of 20 members at the tail end of the Toastmasters year. Our recipient accomplished all of this and still maintain a 9-to-5 career, a flourishing private business, and a great home with her husband and 4 outstanding children. Truly an inspiration to members of Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters International. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please, with a resounding standing ovation, let us acknowledge the recipient of the Lighthouse Prestige Toastmaster of the Year Award, Toastmaster Juliet Okene. Toastmaster, could you highlight her? She should be in the meeting. Could you highlight her? She should be in the meeting.
Ajitesh, you have to stop your share screen, only then I can highlight it.
I have spotlighted her.
Okay.
Thank you. The Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salif, for the wonderful speech, and also Toastmaster Juliet for your wonderful, wonderful accomplishments this year. Let's have 1 minute of silence, and let us have the link in the chat box to give a feedback to a speaker. We have a link given. We have the link given in the chat box. Please give the feedback to the speaker, Toastmaster Salif. Congratulations, Toastmaster Juliet. Very well done indeed. Congratulations. Toastmaster Ajitesh, please do let me know when 1 minute is over. Click on the link and it will take you to a form where you can give your commendation and recommendation to the speaker. Just one of each will do.
We are just done with the minute.
1 minute is over. Thank you, Toastmaster Ajitesh. Now, we have had wonderful speeches. So it's time to see a bit more of my travels. So let me take you all to the city of Nawabs, Lucknow. Now, for those who are not familiar with India, Lucknow is in the middle of India. It's a city in the middle of India, and it has a lot of historical significance. You know, when we travel to Lucknow, we realize that if we want to feel the real city, we should not travel in cars. We should take an auto. An auto, for those who are from outside India, it is a 3-wheeled vehicle. There are 3 wheels, it's like a triangle, and 3 people can sit at the back, and there's a driver in front. So what we did in Lucknow is we got caught of an auto driver early in the morning, and he was the one who took us to some fantastic places. We could have Malai Makhan with him, Sharma ji ki chai, Thandai with bhang, tiny amount, did not affect me in any way. So that was a wonderful trip that we had in Lucknow. And I would like to share a few pictures of Lucknow now with all of you. Yes, y'all can see? Can I have a thumbs up? Yeah.
We are seeing older photograph.
Yeah, now?
Okay. Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, this is in Bara Imambara, where they have this mosque type of thing where all ladies need to cover their head. Okay. Then this is the same place. This is Chota Imambara on the right. We went during Durga Puja. So we went to the Ram Krishna Mission where they had a puja over there because it was the last day where we do the Sindur Khela. So we went over there. Again, this is inside the Bara Imambara. The building on the right, if you see, it's a little tilted and it looks incomplete. It is said that it was the Nawab's daughter fell from one of the floors and the Nawab was very upset. So he stopped construction on this building. This is again the structures, the architecture over there. It's really out of the world. Very, very beautiful. We also went to a place called Residency. I see I have not shared this photograph. A residency is a place where the British used to live and where during the Sepoy Mutiny, the soldiers attacked the Britishers over there. That was, you know, all the broken down buildings of the Britishers. The whole lot is there. You can, you know, just walk through the residencies. Lucknow is a place of historical significance. It's a place of Nawabs, they say, and kebabs. You get to eat a lot of kebabs over there. If you're non-vegetarian, it's a treat for you. It's a beautiful place for you over there. Now let us get back to the Toastmasters session. And for that, I would like to introduce our table topic master who visited Vaishno Devi and Dalhousie during the puja vacation. This was the first time she went out to Kolkata, she said, during the pujas, as she always prefers to stay in Kolkata and enjoy puja pandal and food. But she says she's glad she went to enjoy the beauty of these places in the cold. Here are a few pictures from her travel. She went to Dalhousie, which was beautiful. And in Vaishno Devi, she said it was almost like a trek. They had to walk for 14 hours. Oh my God, that is a lot of walking. I'm glad, Shilpa, you went when you were young and you could do it. So, with a virtual round of applause, let's call onto the stage the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Shilpa Agarwal, who's also the Vice President membership of VirtuoMasters Club. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Panna, for that wonderful introduction. So let me quickly introduce my role. Today, I am the table topic master. And as a table topic master, I will give you a topic, impromptu, and you have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. So basically, a table topic session is an impromptu session where I will give you a topic, any random topic, where guests will get a chance to change the topic only once. So let me first tell you the timing rules for this session. The speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes time to speak. The timer will show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. Please note you will have a 30-second grace period only on the higher side. So I would like request to all the participants to participate, volunteer yourself so that you can develop your quick listening skills, thinking skills, organizing skills, and delivering skills. So can I have my first volunteer? You can write your name in the chat box. If no one will volunteer, I have to pick up myself. Anyone? Then that person have to speak. Okay, Toastmaster Falak. Toastmaster Falak would like to try. So Toastmaster Falak, here is your topic. Birds of the same feather flock together. Toastmaster Falak. Birds of the same feather flock together. Over to you, Toastmaster Falak.
Birds of the same feather flock together. I'm sure most of you must have heard this statement called out by our teachers when we were young. It was one of their most favorite statements to be used. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, a very good afternoon to all of you. Now, when we say this statement, birds of the same feather flock together, what is the thing that strikes us first? Now, this statement could be taken in a positive sense or in a negative sense. It basically means that all the people who have the same characteristics or the same features, they usually tend to move in a similar fashion or they tend to move together. Now, I will be joining college this year, and this statement is used by a lot of people around me because they keep telling me to join the right crowd, be with the right people, because as you know, birds of the same feather flock together. Don't get with the people who smoke or with the bad crowd. So when you use this statement, you usually want to focus on the part that you want to be with the right crowd and choose the right kind of people you want to live with, because they will eventually shape your personality and you would want that to be something that everyone likes. So I would encourage all of you to choose the right party to be with, as birds of the same feather flock together. Thank you.
Very interesting speech, Toastmaster Falak. So I would like to call upon our next volunteer. Who would like to try next? Can I have our next volunteer, please? Okay, Orithro. Toastmaster Orithro. Your topic is, we take photos as a return ticket to a moment otherwise gone. Toastmaster Orithro. We take photos as a return ticket to a moment otherwise gone. Over to you, Toastmaster Orithro. Toastmaster Orithro, you're muted.
Thanks for that. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic. Let me begin by saying one of my photographer friends once wore a t-shirt which said, I can freeze time. What is your superpower? Good afternoon or good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. My name is Orithro. Let's talk about photographs. It's not, is it simply a piece of paper with colors drawn on it, which has places and people familiar to us? Or is it something else altogether? What strikes you when you look at a photograph? Do you admire the buildings you once saw? Do you remember how it was when you were with those people, in case you visited with someone else? Or is it a method to experience those emotions you felt during photograph? I think it is all of those, and most importantly, a portal which teleports you to that frame of mind in which you were when you were being photographed. Photographs are memories which we can touch, feel. So basically, photographs are tangible memories, if I can put it that way. You can store it. You can put it in your locket. There's a great song by Ed Sheeran called "Photograph," which describes the entire thing that I'm basing my speech on. And photographs don't have to be very picturesque or technically accurate with lighting and stuff. It just has to capture the moment. It might not look very appealing to others, but when you look at your own photographs, it should bring a smile on your face. And I think that is the primary objective of a photograph. And as you rightly put, they are our tickets to a place once visited or a place we can't visit again. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster TTM, Table Topic Master.
Amazing speech, Toastmaster Orithro Vishwas. Yes, I agree. Photos are tangible memories, because I really wish we had mobile phones 50 years back, because a lot of time I ask my grandparents how their wedding was, how they met. We can only share their experience. They cannot show us the photographs so that I can see, okay, they used to look like that or look like that. Whereas we have today photos which we can see after 20 years and can talk to our new generations that, see, we used to be like this or like that. So, okay, I would like to call our next volunteer, if anyone volunteered. Or we have, okay, Shraddha volunteer. Okay, Shraddha, topic for you. Life is a journey, not a destination. Toastmaster Shraddha, life is a journey, not a destination.
Life is a journey, not a destination. I'm a true believer of this phrase because I love traveling. So I'm traveling not just for the travel's sake. I'm traveling to a destination because I can enjoy the journey. The people you meet, the conversations you have while you're traveling, while you're reaching to a destination, when you know there's something beautiful that's going to come at the end of this journey is completely beautiful. And if you're able to live the journey, then it doesn't matter where you're going to reach, what your destination is going to turn out to be. There are times when I have just enjoyed the journey and I did not even make it to the destination because of some kind of problem, maybe because nature, anything can happen. So there are times when I have not even reached the destination, but it's only because of the journey, the whole process became so beautiful for me. So not just while traveling, but I believe that we should all follow this for our life also. As all of us are going through a journey called life, we all should live the journey and should not wait for the final destination, which is going to be that for all of us. So let all of us enjoy this journey, live the journey, make the best of it, and the destination is going to be the best for all of us. So urging everyone to enjoy the journey which we are in right now called life, and do not wait for the destination. Thank you so much. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
That was an amazing take on the speech, Toastmaster Shraddha. I would like to have our next volunteer. We have distinguished Toastmaster Satyadeep Basu. Sir, if you would like to try.
Okay, yes, Shilpa. Just give me a moment. Just give me one moment, Shilpa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So the topic for you, sir, is you cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. TTM Satyadeep Basu, you cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs.
I did not hear the last word. Without breaking?
Eggs.
Egg.
Yes.
In our life, we have to use all opportunities that come well. The reason is the opportunities are just like sunshine. If you wait too much for them, you will lose it. In order to succeed, you really need to have a goal in your life and work, strive hard to achieve that goal. Because without a wish, without a goal, remains a wish always. You will only achieve it if you work hard with a purpose, focus, and then you will ultimately get the triumph. One of the cricketers that I idealize in my life is definitely Rahul Dravid. Now, he's a person who had always been focused in his cricketing career. He was not a naturally born cricketer, but he really strived hard, worked hard, practiced day in, day out. And then he could become the wall of Indian cricket. You really cannot make an omelette without breaking an egg. The output is not natural. It has to be. Remember my dear friends, it has to be an output of effort. It takes a lot of effort to be effortless. So unless you break yourself, you make yourself work, you pull your socks, you will not be successful over the attempt of
That was an amazing take on the speech, when I could not thought of that. So I would like to have our next volunteer if from Lighthouse Toastmasters Club. Anyone would like to try? We would like to hear you more. Okay, Toastmaster Juliet. Toastmaster Juliet, topic for you is he who travel happily must travel light. Toastmaster Juliet, he who would travel happily must travel light. Over to you.
Thank you, the topic master. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Juliet, and I particularly like this topic for today. He who travels, he who must travel happily must travel light. I hope I got the topic right, and I believe that that statement is so, so true. It is difficult in life to go around with a lot of baggage, with a lot of load. It is very, even when you're happy. And happiness is something everyone in this world seek, everyone in the world desires, from those who smoke, from those who drink, from those who party, from those who do charity, for those of us even in Toastmasters. When we try to speak, when we try to influence, when we try to be better, we're doing all this so we can be happy. And when you are trying to be happy as a human being, and you go about with a lot of baggage, whether the baggage is your past experiences you're not proud of, whether the baggage is your malice with your friends, or whether the baggage is those flaws that you have managed to embellish. It doesn't matter the load that you carry. If your ultimate desire in life is to be happy, you need to travel light. You need to discard those things you don't need, those people you don't need, those activities you don't need. Anything, anyone, any activity that is contrary to your goal of happiness, you need to discard. So in summary, Toastmasters and maybe guests in the house, if you want to be happy, you need to travel light. The topic master.
That was completely a different level take on the speech. All I could think of is eating less throughout the travel so that I don't vomit it while traveling. Okay, I will have only one last volunteer. If anyone would like to volunteer. Okay, Kshitij. Yes, Kshitij, you can try. Your topic is celebrate life, not just festivals. Toastmaster Kshitij, celebrate life, not just festivals. Over to you, Toastmaster Kshitij.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Table Topic Master. Well, I'm not going to talk about it in a literal sense of festival, but let me share with you all an instance of my life during my examination days. So you get it when you're working hard and harder while preparing for you. While I was working hard and harder while preparing for my examination, you get a sense of defeat. Like, what if the things I am studying for will not come in exams? What if the questions I am working on, what if I fail? And then when you're all tired with a sense of defeat, completely surrounded by those negativities, you get a tapping on your shoulder and a hand caressing your hair. Well, let me be honest. I used to melt down on my bed. Well, that's a mother for you. In my life, I have faced few difficulties, few you can call speed breakers. And let's be honest, when you're good at something, you expect yourself to be better. And when you do not get the satisfactory result, you lose yourself. It takes a toll. Whether my mother always gives me advice when such situations occur is to enjoy. Like, let's take the example of Deepavali. It is a festival of winning, where Lord Ram defeated the demon king Ravan and returned to his home Ayodhya after such massive embellishment. So that's it, and over to you.
That was an amazing speech, Toastmaster Kshitij, as usual. So, due to less time, we have to stop our table topic session over here. So, my topic shop is over, and I would like to hand over the podium back to the Toastmaster of the day, the wonderful lady, and my mentor, Toastmaster Panna, Rashmi Dev.
Let's keep it going for this wonderful topic master, Toastmaster Shilpa Agarwal. Toastmaster Shilpa, we really loved the topics you have chosen, and we had lovely speakers too. Thank you, speakers. You all have made the event even more beautiful. Friends, today we have traveled from Makkah to London, to Vaishno Devi, to Dalhousie, to Digha, to Mandarmani, to Varanasi, to Lucknow, and to Nigeria, sitting in our own houses. And I hope you have all enjoyed the glimpses you have seen. With that, I would like to call on to the stage our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Amrish Bhuvaria. Toastmaster Amrish, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Panna. And good evening once again to everyone. I am sure this meeting is embellished by both the speeches given by the speakers. And one of my friends says, Amrish, whenever you travel, you put pictures on the status. And I will travel those places without visiting those places. I will save my money. And today we have visited many places, as we have seen many places shown by Toastmaster DTM Panna Rasmire. So we have saved too much of money today. Now we'll move forward for the evaluation. And let me call the first evaluator of the day, the Munir Burhan, DTM, evaluator of first speaker, Toastmaster Seema Ramesh. Podium is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Seema, your leadership and speech embellish the golden journey of Toastmasters. I do agree that you're an adorable wife, a mother, or a terrible or a practical kind of a person which you have introduced, which I just came to know. I also came to know about few good things about how you started your journey in Toastmasters and how you took up several roles, the challenging roles. And I could note that you are also a humorous speaker where you injected and you were very blunt and very fair on your things where you could not do renewals, I was slow, and such kind of things. The good thing about your speech, where it contains when you had a journey of your Toastmasters so far in your pathway journey, you have acknowledged your other Toastmasters, especially your first mentor and so on, your club members, where they have helped you. And the challenges you have faced in terms of being a VP education, as well as area director, and how it went all. I also like the way how your audience awareness was there and your comfort zone, which you're very comfortable on this virtual podium. And the interest which it was sailing towards, where I was so focused listening to your journey so far. And I'm sure that all the other audience, they were same, they were with me. Now, when you talk about the pathway projects which you have done, you have very well said about the challenges and the best project which you had as mentoring in level 2. And you said about the HPL project, which you need to have patience, perseverance, and attitude. Now, as you are completing the pathway, I have few recommendations. Those recommendations can help not only you, the other Toastmasters who are going to complete the pathway. Point number one, when you talk about reflection of path, I was very keen on knowing your journey from level 1 to level 5. Whereas level 1 is just mastering fundamental, then level 2 is about learning your style, and level 3 is about increasing knowledge. Level 4 is building skill and demonstrating expertise. Level 5, where unfortunately I heard only a little bit about your paths. That is only level 2. You mentioned about mentoring. I wanted to hear how your icebreaker was there, and how did you do on the first project which you selected, and how did you repeat the project. That journey experience we wanted to hear. And in level 2, whether it is mentoring or communication skill, we don't know what style of communication you have, and so on. In level 3, level 4, how did you, the challenges of picking up the electives, what are the interesting electives are there, how comfortable I was there. As an innovative planning, where was I when I started my journey in level 1? And when I came to level 5 with HPL and the other projects, how you reach, what has reflected to you? How did you gain completing from level 1 to level 5? This is what, a journey which you would have organized your speech where of 60% or 70% in your speech content, rather than, more of leadership, which is fine. Those are the experience of XCOM and area director and other things and all. Here we are looking at the reflecting part of your projects. But I like one thing is that closing conclusion was impactful. It was powerful, where it was a message takeaway for everyone. But overall, there are a lot of potential in you, a lot of things in you. Only the thing is you need to pen down and organize the content, and the purpose of the project was these things. And then, you deliver this project with the recommendation what I have sent. Otherwise, I have entirely enjoyed your, confident, your vocal variety, your eye contact, and the language which you have used. Wonderful, and best of luck for your next pathway. And I hope I have justified as a evaluator for you. And thank you very much, Toastmaster Seema, and back to General. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Munir Burhan, for such a wonderful evaluation. Toastmaster Seema Ramesh, a leader who knows the ways, goes the ways, and shows the ways. Your path completion project has shown many newcomers or even some old Toastmasters who has not yet completed his project, what a person can feel when he or she completes the project. What type of journey it can be. You have shown the gratitude and acknowledgement, and you have also told the benefits, like what is the audience importance in your life. You have also given the message, challenge yourself, track the path which are less known to the people. And all the suggestions given by DTM Munir Burhan is recommended to you to incorporate in your speech. Thank you, and congratulations for completing the path, Toastmasters Seema Ramesh. Now, let me welcome our second evaluator, Toastmaster Abu Bakar Gimba, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Salif. Yes, Toastmaster Abu Bakar Gimba, podium is all yours.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. I'm visible and audible. Can you hear me? Can anyone see
Very
me?
well.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
we can hear you now.
Thank you.
But I think your bandwidth is low. If you can check
Thank you. Good evening. Okay. Let me. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters members. Toastmaster Salif, I know you very well. I'm very familiar with you, and I can see the effort and practices put into this speech. I especially like the fact that you started with a smile. You know, you were smiling, a happy occasion. You know, I look forward to what you're going to say. I connected with you. I felt as though you were speaking to me. You are telling me what you were here to do is something exciting, and I could see that. I loved the fact that you used clear words, simple, distinct words to describe this award recipient. You kind of build the speech from the beginning to the end. There was a build up from the beginning. I've been wanting to hear more. I want to know more. I want to know who this person is. I was looking forward to the achievements. I was thinking to myself, wow, this is inspiring. I want to be like this person. Who is this person? You know? So you kept us in dark. You kept the suspicion until the very end of the speech when you mentioned the name of the speaker. Thank you for that. I also loved the fact that your speech ended right on time. Now, for people that know you, they would know that usually your timings could be improved, and I could see that improvement today. So I commend you for that. That is wonderful, wonderfully done. You also were very creative because you talked to us about this award recipient, but it's though as if you are telling us you too can be like that. This person joined Toastmasters in 2020, 2021, and she has achieved all these accolades. She has gone to this length. She is the first place division speech championship. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that is impressive. That is incredible. I've joined a bit earlier, but that doesn't mean I can't achieve that feat. So thank you so much for that. My points for recommendation, I have just two today. For example, the first one, when you were talking, you kind of stood in one place. I assumed we were in an award ceremony and you were going to present the speech, which would usually make me expect a few movements from you, you know, just to kind of spice it up a little bit more. Then the other recommendation would have been to, actually, you can give us a hint from the beginning. I mean, it's good that you did that, but I wish we had an inkling to who that person is. That would even give us more excitement at the end. But other than that, Mr. Salif, you did so well with your eye contact. You did well with your gestures. You did well with your vocal variety. I could feel the energy, you know, I could feel the highs and lows, and that just keeps me connected and engaged to you. So thank you so much for that. I look forward to your subsequent speeches, the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bubukar, for such a wonderful evaluation. I totally agree. Whatever you have told, he has a very good vocal variety, very good eye contact. He has kept the excitement. He has told the criteria of the Toastmaster of the year. He has done all the good things what he can do. And I also agree with your recommendations. What personally I have felt at when the timer shows the green card, the speaker was a little bit hurried to complete the project. Because of that, I felt that he was in need of some more time to complete his speech. Timer, can you please give the time of Toastmaster Salif?
Yeah, Toastmaster, you want to present the timer report, complete
No,
report,
no,
or
only
just his?
Toastmaster Salif. Only Toastmaster.
4 minutes, 40 seconds. He was slightly over time.
Yes. That can be felt from the face of the speaker that he was getting late in his speech. So from the next time, if this can be taken care, it can be a great achievement, because the time limit was the time allotted was 3 to 4 minutes. Other than that, everything was very good, and we have got to listen a very good speech. Both speakers were fabulous today. Now, let me call the table topic evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Dr. Rupesh.
Very good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and would-be Toastmasters in this forum, especially the guests from other Toastmasters as well. So first attempt are taken by TM Falak, if I can see, yeah. So Toastmaster Falak, so it started very well. So you were on the topic and you given the example, but somehow you repeated this topic 4 times in your speech. So might be you are trying to find the views or a story. That's okay when you're starting. And after that, you know, given the suggestions how same kind of work, or if you're thinking the same, you will do some time of this kind of story you're given, your suggestions, your views you're given. But somehow I not able to relate any story that you would have given some story, because you told, no, you're in colleges. In colleges, especially, every day you're meeting your friends, teacher, and there is some story. If you can bring out that story, it could have complete table topic. Otherwise, you're very confident, you are not nervous at all. That is a very good part if you are coming on any table topic. So keep coming on table topic. This is how we learn, we enhance ourselves. Thank you. And second table topic speaker was Toastmaster Aritro. And the topic was, we take photo as a written ticket, as a moment, otherwise it's gone. Toastmaster Aritro, you started your speech in favor of the title. You were into the story, but somehow you started giving messages, suggestion without a story. And again, you are repeating. If I'll say one of the criteria for table topic was, is the speaker waffling? You are waffling today, you are trying to find something here and there. You told a lot of things, but somehow that story was missing. If I would have been your place, I would say, once upon a time, I went for some journey and I took the photograph, and still and you can relate some story, how that photograph was taken. You are doing some, some enjoyment with your friend or parents, or you can take any memories of your grandfather when you have photos. And if you say, if that photo was not taken, really it was gone. Now I'm saying I can recall all those moments. That could have complete the story. Somehow that personal connect, that the story was missing. Otherwise, you are flawless, you are giving, but somehow you are waffling. Next time onwards, you will work upon, you will have a good table topic speaker. Thank you. Third speaker was Toastmaster Shraddha. Toastmaster Shraddha, are you there? I can see, yeah. Life is a journey, not destination. She accepted the topic and started speaking for the topic. And she given message as well, like, if you're focused in your life, you'll achieve your goal. Because it's not a one moment. You need to complete all the things. But again, Shraddha, here the story was missing. What forced you to think towards life is journey, not a destination? You given the message, but the story was missing. Otherwise, you are also confident. You came in the forum and started speaking well. So next time onwards, as you also expended enough time in Toastmasters, so I'll be a bit harsh. I'll say, bring the story, think about any story you bring, try to relate, and one day it will come. This is how the table topics are. Thank you very much. And fourth table topic speaker was DTM Satyadeep Basu. He's a veteran speaker, and his topic was, you can't make an omelet without breaking the egg. Somehow today, if I, as a table topic evaluator, I was disappointed, sir, because your story started when the green card was shown. Till the time, something was going in your mind, you're trying to bring the story. But as you're a veteran speaker, last 1.5 minutes you utilized very well, and you started the story, sum up well, and given the message as well. You brought the story of cricketer, and you summarized well within 1.5 minutes only. But from you, we expect more. We want to hear you full 2.5 minutes with a good story and connect. Otherwise, everything was perfectly fine, sir. Fifth table topic speaker was Toastmaster Juliet. And her topic was, he whom travel happy must travel light. She started for the topic and immediately relate this topic to the life journey. It was a more of philosophical speech, and immediately everyone, I think especially me, able to connect. Because generally what happens when you're given the topic, you will repeat the topic, and after that you will surround that and you try to find the meaning. But immediately she understood the topic, giving the example of life. This is how life should be. But somehow here also, I found one concrete story and conclusion. Message was there. Like, if you want to live happy, you need to carry very less baggage in your life. Otherwise, you will always get involved. What he did, what she did, I'm not getting anything. Rather than that, you leave all that. Be happy, focus on your destination, what you want to achieve. This was a summary. Really, I liked it. Thank you very much. And the last speaker was Toastmaster Kshitij. And the topic was celebrate the life, not just festival. He was again confident. And day by day, I'm seeing his improvement from the day first he joined the Toastmasters. A lot of improvement. Toastmaster Kshitij was confident, and somehow he was totally structured today. He brings his personal story of exam immediately without rushing or without giving any example. Immediately jump into the topic. He brought the exam story, and at last, it was going perfectly fine. But at the last, when you're concluding Toastmaster Kshitij, you brought the story of Banaras or Rama and Diwali festival. Somehow, both the story was not gelling properly. Otherwise, if you had completed a story with your own example, it would have super. Otherwise, a fantastic effort and bit structured as well. So keep coming on the table topic. It will enhance us. That's all from my side, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rupesh, for such a wonderful table topic evaluations. And now I would like to call my tag role players to give their report. So first I start with timer. Toastmaster Ajitesh, can you give the report?
Thank you, General Evaluator, sir. Here is the report of the day. Toastmaster Seema took 11 minutes 58 seconds. Toastmaster Salif took 4 minutes 40 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Munir took 5 minutes 26 seconds in the evaluation. Toastmaster Abu Bakr took 3 minutes 19 seconds. In table topics, TM Falak 1 minute 37 seconds, TM Orithro 2 minute 20 seconds, TM Shraddha 1 minute 50 seconds, DTM Satyadeep 2 minute 22 seconds, Toastmaster Juliet 1 minute 48 seconds, and Toastmaster Kshitij 1 minute 43 seconds. So TM Salif and DTM Munir do not qualify for the awards. However, everybody else does. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajitesh, for such a wonderful report. Now I'd like to listen the report of our counter, Toastmaster Rima Das.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster of the day, DTM Panna. She used a thrice, once, once, so once, you know once, and repeated word once. General Evaluator Toastmaster Amrish used couple of R's, couple of and once, and repeated word once. While introducing timer, Toastmaster Ajitesh used couple of R's and once. Grammarian Toastmaster Kshitij was flawless. Our count Toastmaster Rima was flawless. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Seema, she used couple of R's, now couple of time, and repeated word once. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Salif Muhammad, used once, and repeated word once. Table topic master, Toastmaster Shilpa used so couple of times and couple of times. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Falak, used so couple of times. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Oristro, used couple of hours, twice and twice, and repeated word once. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Shraddha, used twice and once so. Speaker 4, DTM Satyadeep Basu, was flawless. Speaker 5, Toastmaster Juliet, was flawless. Speaker 6, Toastmaster Kshitij, used couple of times, once, and but couple of times. Speaker 1, Evaluator 1, DTM Munir Buran, used couple of multiple times and couple of times. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Abu Bakr, used once, couple of times and repeated word twice. Table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Dr. Rupesh, used couple of hours and couple of times and like couple of times. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rima, for such a detailed report. And now I would like to call Toastmaster Kshitij for his grammarian reports. Over to Kshitij.
Once again, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This was really an awesome session, and let's talk about some good uses. Somebody used tactical or tactful, exemplary, elegant, astonishing. There were other good uses like tangible memory, picturesque, sense of euphoria, and there was an use of alliteration, which is concrete, conclusion, the same sounding words at the initiation. Now let's talk about some not so good uses, which were just a few of them. Somebody used why understand the audience is important. Well, the correct version is why understanding the audience is important. Somebody else used I was focused to your journey. Well, the correct first person form is I was focused on your journey. Somebody else used it could have complete, but they missed a word, I guess. The correct form is it could have been complete. Now, talking about the word of the day. Well, it gives me immense pride to announce that you all embellished the meeting today by using the word of the day for 13 times. Once by Toastmaster Seema, twice by Toastmaster Panna, thrice by Toastmaster Salif, once by Toastmaster Juliet in chat box, once by Toastmaster Shilpa, twice by Toastmaster Amrish, and thrice by Toastmaster Kshitij, I mean myself. So thank you for that, and over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kshitij. Now, let me evaluate the meeting since beginning. The meeting started at 4 minute 1 second, 4 p.m. 4.01 p.m. We have started 1 minute late, but I think that is okay. And Sah has introduced started the meeting very well, and she has properly transferred the command to the president also, and our DTM Panna Rasmire has done her role as a president very well. She has taken the introduction from the guest, and she has also introduced the Toastmaster of the day in a very grand way. That is very good. And she introduced the theme of the meeting and keep the meeting around the top, around her theme only. That's a very great way of doing teamwork role, and it is a learning for others also. Now let me talk about the TT session, table topic sessions. There are 2 suggestions from my end to Toastmaster Shilpa. I request her to keep topics small because long topics takes more time to understand, and in few times you will find that the speaker forgets the topic. Second, after the speaker speaks, I personally recommend her to keep her feedback short. It will save time for the meeting. Rest all topics are very good, and we have enjoyed the table topic session. And I am concluding my general evaluation session here and handing over the podium to Toastmaster DTM Panna Rasmire. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Amrish. Let's give him a big round of applause for giving us such valuable feedback to each and every speaker and role player. I would request everyone to please vote. There's a voting link in the chat box. Use that to vote whoever you thought was the best speaker, the best evaluator, the best table topic speaker. Yes? Till the voting goes on, I would like feedback from someone who's not spoken during this session. Toastmaster Ayan Siji. Toastmaster Ayan Siji, could you please come on camera and let us hear from you how you liked our session today? I don't know whether I'm pronouncing your name right, but could you please come on camera? Toastmaster Ayan Siji.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, please.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can someone confirm if you can hear me?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. Toastmaster Ayo, can we hear a few words from you, please? How do you like our session? What do you take back from it? Toastmaster Ayo.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening. Good afternoon here, good evening over there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. I enjoyed today's meeting. I particularly liked the picture sharing pictures from people's travels. That was really brilliant. I think I'll steal that for our club. Hopefully, if we get to travel a lot, that was really nice. And I liked the table topic questions. It was insightful. Somehow, I think I learned a lot from that table topic session. You would not believe it. So I enjoyed every part of the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the feedback. We would love it if you could join us again and again. We meet on Saturdays between 4 to 6 India time. What is the time over there at your place?
It's about 1 o'clock now. So I think 4:30 is 11 o'clock, or 4 o'clock is 11:30 Nigerian time.
Okay, Nigeria time. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, it's perfect for you all. You can join us every Saturday. We would love to have you with us.
We'll try. We have our meetings on Saturdays as well. So when we don't have meetings, we'll drop in.
Yeah, I think we are going to have a joint session soon. So we will meet.
I look forward to it.
Yes, on the 6th.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satydeep Basu, distinguished Toastmaster Satydeep Basu, for joining us today. And any more feedback can I take from who else is here? Falak, yes, Falak. How do you like our session today? Thank you, Ansiji.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It was an amazing experience. I mean, every time I attend some meeting, I do learn something new. And I hope in the future, going to these meetings will embellish my personality.
You used it right till the end, Falak. Awesome. You're just starting your Toastmaster journey, and I'm sure you're going to have a great time. Wishing you all the very best. Do keep joining us. We would love to have you in our session.
Thank you.
Juliet, congratulations once again for the Toastmaster of the Year award. Can I have a quick feedback from you too, please? Toastmaster Juliet.
Thank you. Can you see me?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Madam Toastmasters. Well done to this meeting and this house. It's really, really amazing to be here. It's refreshing the way everyone in this meeting is present in the meeting. I have learned that. Normally when I'm in meetings, I put off my camera and I multitask. So I'm not in the meeting and I'm not outside of the meeting. But I've seen that everyone here is in the meeting. And I think I've learned that I have to be in the room. If I'm in the meeting, I'm in the meeting. I also like the cordiality and the way you support each other and the way you look very organized. It shows that you want to be here and you are indeed here. And like my president said, TM Ayo, she spoke just before I came on. I've also learned the picture sharing thing. It's very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. So I talk a lot, so I might as well say everything I've seen in your meeting. I liked your general evaluator. he was evaluating speeches that had already been evaluated, meaning he was in that segment, he listened to the speakers speak, and he listened to the evaluators evaluate them, and he highlighted the part he felt the evaluators omitted. That was very, very good. That gives each speaker very detailed review. Now, the part of this meeting I think I've fallen in love with is the table topic session. They are so, I mean, the topics are life topics: frying of egg, taking of pictures, journey and destination. And if people in the room stay and listen, they will indeed learn. And the speakers, of course, will reflect. So in summary, I'm happy I was here. I've learned a lot from your meeting, and I look forward to subsequent meetings if you will have us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Juliet. We learned a lot from what you learned. Really. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback with us. Now it's time to announce the awards, other awards for today's session. So the best category 2 role player goes to Toastmaster Ajitesh. Toastmaster Ajitesh as a timer is the best category 2 role player. Big round of applause. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Juliet. Toastmaster Juliet, congratulations. Best table topic speaker. I think the best speaker and the best evaluator, there's only one because the other person got, disqualified on time, right? So the best category 1 role player is me, DTM Panna Rashmi Ray. So a big round of applause to me too. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today and making this session such a wonderful one. Toastmaster Dr. Rupesh, thank you so much for your detailed evaluation of the table topic speakers. Toastmaster Seema, the humor in your speech was such a delight to listen to. Toastmaster Satyadeep Basu, I wish you had spoken louder. I wanted to listen to you. You are always such a pleasure to listen. And Kshitij, oh my God, Kshitij, I love the way you bring something different to each time you play a role. You're a chota bacha. You're a little boy, but you do so many great things. Hats off to you and keep on doing such great work. Rima, yes, I have to be careful. Thank you for pointing it out. I will try to be careful in the future. Toastmaster Shilpa, where are you? Toastmaster Shilpa, I'm immensely proud of you. The way you're growing, the way your confidence is growing is absolutely great. And with that, I would like to bring the meeting to a close. That brings the meeting to a close. We're hoping to see all of you in the next meeting. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Toastmaster Salib, for sharing your speech with us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Guys, can we all please stop for just an instance and
No, your
turn on
photograph,
our videos?
Please
Yes,
come on
yes,
camera
yes.
for a photograph. Everyone, please, once.
Ma'am, please stop it.
Shilpa, Satyadeep.